Hey y'all, welcome back to H's Kitchen. On this episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be grilling some chicken, we're going to grill some pineapple, and we're going to grill some mayonnaise corn. Alright y'all, first thing we've got our boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And what we're going to do with these today is we're going to marinate them, and then we're going to let everything marry up overnight in the refrigerator, and tomorrow we're going to grill them out. Now, a lot of people have asked me, hey man, why do you use chicken thighs? Well, I'll tell you, these things are a lot more juicy than a chicken breast, and they take a lot quicker to cook. So that's why I like them. You can use chicken breast if you want, but I prefer the thigh. So let's get right into marinating this chicken. All right, so I've got a list of ingredients here. It's not much, and it doesn't take much to put everything on here. And we're gonna start with some teriyaki sauce. So we're just gonna coat this thing down. We're just gonna put it all over this chicken here. And we're just gonna go on to the next thing. We're gonna do some cracked pepper on here. You know I like my cracked pepper. I'm just gonna put it all over there now. All right, and then what we got is we got a little bit of garlic powder. We're just gonna sprinkle that all over there. Just like that. And then we're gonna kick it up a notch with this ground ginger here. You don't have to use the ginger, some folks don't like it. I think it's pretty good. And you can always change this up to whatever suits you. You may not like all the ingredients I use, but if you follow my recipe, it'll turn out pretty decent. All right, this here is just a little bit of soy sauce. So we're just gonna finish coating all this right here in that soy sauce. So far we've got soy sauce, black pepper, garlic powder, a little bit of ginger, and some teriyaki sauce. And now's that moment, folks. It's that moment where you gotta add that love in there. You gotta add that love. Just go in and get, oh yeah. All right. Just spread it around. What we're doing, we're just pushing all that flavor in that meat. Just push it all in there. All righty, folks. I'll be right back. Let me go wash up my hands. All right, my hands are all clean. And just remember, when you're working with chicken, you need to make sure you keep your hands clean. All right, so this box right here is a marinated box. My boys got it for me for Father's Day. It's just got a little lockable lid here. So we've got all that chicken in there nice and sealed up. We're just gonna lock these sides down here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a shake, and then that's gonna go in the fridge. All right, and that'll go in the fridge for till tomorrow's lunchtime. So that'll be about 18 hours what we're gonna marinate that for. Now over here we've got our corn, and we've got some Duke's mayonnaise, and we've also got Louisiana style Pain is Good hot sauce. And this is just some Cattleman's Carolina Tangy Gold barbecue sauce. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do these chicken thighs, we're gonna rub half of them down in this sauce. I know it's a hot sauce, but man, let me tell you what, this stuff right here tastes really good as a barbecue sauce. My boys love it, I love it, it's so good. And then we're gonna do the other half in this Cattleman's barbecue sauce. And then for the corn, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of this husk off, and we're gonna wash it up, and then we're gonna lay it down in mayonnaise with some Creole seasoning. We're gonna put that on the grill, and it'll turn out just right. So we'll be back tomorrow when we're ready to put this on the grill. Hey everybody, we're back. It's been about 18 hours since we put that marinated chicken in the fridge. It's been marinating all night, so it should be nice and tasty. You know, last night, I was sitting there and I was thinking about that mayonnaise corn that I was gonna cook today. And I got on the internet and found something else that I'd like to try. I haven't never done it before, but we're gonna try it today. It's Mexican street corn. And we're gonna get to that. So to begin with today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this corn here and we're gonna put it in a bowl of water. And we're gonna let that sit in that bowl of water for about 30 minutes. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna hydrate that husk so it don't burn right away when I put it on the grill. And that's also gonna hydrate the corn kernels a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the water over here. And we're gonna let that soak for about 30 minutes. And I'll probably just leave it on the counter. I'm not gonna put it in the fridge or anything like that. And then once we're ready to put it on the grill, I'm gonna take back the husk and I'm gonna take that silt out of there, and then we're gonna grill it on up. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this sauce that's gonna go on that corn after I take it off the grill. I've got all the ingredients laid out here right before me here. I like Duke's mayonnaise. It's gonna be the first part of this. It's a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. I like Duke's. You know, I guess you can use anything like Hellman's or anything like that if you wanted to. I would not advise using Miracle Whip. And then what I got is, I've never had this before, but this is Mexican cream. They said you can use Mexican cream or sour cream. So we're gonna do the Mexican cream today, since I was able to find it in the store. We're just gonna put that on in there. Alrighty, and then I got some fresh cilantro here. It's about a 1/4 cup of cilantro. I just went and bought a bunch of it, and then I just cut it up and finally diced it. We're gonna put that in here. Alright, and then we've got 1 teaspoon of Mexican style chili powder that we're also gonna put in here. And then 1 clove of garlic. I just cut it up and finally minced it up. And then we got a 1/2 cup of feta cheese. Now it called for cojito cheese, but I couldn't find none of that. So I substituted some feta. And you can also substitute Parmesan as well. So we're gonna put this in here. We're gonna blend all these flavors together. And what I'm gonna do is, after I get all this blended together, oh, that looks good. It smells real good too. You can smell that cilantro and that feta. Oh, it's making a nice little sauce. What I'm gonna do with this though is I'm gonna put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. I'm gonna let all these flavors just kind of congeal and marry together. And then we're gonna put it all over that corn on the back end. All right, and then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this pineapple and we're just gonna cut it open, and we're gonna put this on the grill as well, and it's gonna turn out real nice. So first of all, let me tell you about this. I bought this week, in fact. Never used one before. I'm used to cutting these open with a knife, then have to core them out, then have to take all those little pieces off and everything else. It's actually a real nightmare to try to clean one of these. But, so I was online and I found this. It's a pineapple core and slicer. So we're gonna try that out and see how that works out. All right, so what we need to do first, we just need to cut this cap off. We're gonna cut that cap off. And then we're also gonna cut the bottom off here. Don't need to cut too much, but just need to try to get that hard piece off that's down there. We're gonna push these down here in the little can. All right, so basically what you do with this is you just kind of center it in there on the core of the pineapple, push down a little bit, and then just start turning. And that thing cuts through there like butter. And it should come out on the other side here. And then you just kind of pull it out, get all that pineapple juice. And then you just kind of unclip this here. All right, so we've got it, and then now you've got to cut it because it's spiraled. And now we've got all our rings that we're going to put on the grill. Yeah, that's some juicy pineapple there. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go get that grill fired up. We're going to get it real nice and hot. But we're going to be back. We're going to throw some chicken on there, cook some corn, cook some pineapple. All right, guys, here we are. We're at the grill. This grill is nice and hot. On my little temperature dial here, it says it's about 500 degrees in here, so we should be ready to go. The grates are clean. I've cleaned them off. Also, we're doing zone heat again today. We're doing direct and indirect. And all that means is I shoved all the coals to one side. So what that means is I'm gonna start cooking this chicken over direct heat. If it gets too hot or I start getting flare-ups, I can move to the indirect side. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do the chicken first, and then we're gonna bring the corn and the pineapple out and finish them off. So we got our chicken here. Been sitting there marinating all night. All right, let's go ahead and just start laying these out on the grill. And again, these are boneless, skinless chicken thighs. They should cook up fairly quick. We're probably looking like 8 to 10 minutes total cooking time. Obviously, you need to check with thermometer before you take them off. You want 106 degrees on this chicken to make sure it's done. You don't get it done, you'll end up getting pretty sick probably. So we're just gonna lay all these thighs on here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit them all over here. I'll put as many as I can, and then if I have to, I'll put some on the other side of the grill as well, and we'll just swap them in and out as time progresses. Now, once they're close to being done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start adding our barbecue sauces on. And we'll probably do 1 or 2 minutes per side on them barbecue sauces, just so they'll get them nice caramelized and stick to that meat real good, and then we'll pull them off, and then we'll get ready for our corn and our pineapple. But anyways, I'm gonna finish laying these up here. Once we're ready to start applying our sauces, we'll come back and I'll show you how to look. All right, guys, it's probably been around 12 minutes. I've flipped these things a couple times. I've had to move them around a couple times just to make sure that I was getting the ones that didn't have direct heat, a little bit of direct heat. I checked my temps. I think we're right about 150 on most of the pieces of chicken. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start adding our sauce. And basically, I've got this nifty little thing here. We're gonna see if it works. I'm supposed to be able to squeeze out of this bottle into there and it's supposed to go on a brush. So I'm gonna do half and half here. Like I said, this is Cattleman's Gold. And this is a mustard-based sauce. Ooh, some thunder going on. Sounds like a storm's rolling in. So we need to hurry up here. So I still got some corn and I still got some pineapple to do. So basically I'm just gonna baste everything up here. Now this stuff, like I said, this is not meant as barbecue sauce. But man, it is so good. So I'm just gonna put it on there. I'm gonna take my nifty brush here, this little silicone brush. You might notice this glove as well. It's a high temp glove. That way I can stay in here a little bit longer. If you go in without a glove, you're gonna be whoo, 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 constantly. So get you a nice glove. That way you can sit in here and do what you gotta do. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish doing these about half and half. And then after about a minute or two, I'm gonna flip them and do the same on the other side. And then I'm gonna let them roll for about another 2 minutes. And then it's gonna be time to pull them. And then it's gonna be time for the corn and the pineapple. Hey. We got a little bit of rain coming in, so we're gonna try to get these off here pretty quick. I still got a couple that need a little bit longer to go, but we're gonna start pulling the ones that are done and try not to get them too wet. And then we'll be back. I'm gonna get all these finished up, and then we're gonna come back for the corn and the pineapple.
Me to stop?
All right, guys, so we pulled all the chicken. It's inside. It's sitting, I've got it in that Tupperware. Hopefully we won't lose too much heat. We'll be cooking this corn and this pineapple. Should only take about 10 minutes. So I've taken all the silk off the corn, and most of the husk. I've left a little bit of husk in just to try to protect the kernels from overheating. We're just gonna lay them down. Now remember, when you lay the corn down here, you wanna lay them with the grates. Because if you lay them against the grates, they're gonna roll all over the place. So we're gonna go with the grates there. It's a nice sizzle. We're gonna get some direct heat on them. And like I said, what I'm gonna do with these, I'm gonna continuously roll them so one part doesn't get too hot. And then I'm gonna check it and make sure that the kernels are nice and tender when I pull them out. And then the pineapple, that fresh pineapple you seen me cut up earlier, we're gonna throw a little bit over here, and then we're gonna throw some over here. So we'll just move these in and out. We're gonna try to get some grill marks. If we don't, it'll still have that flavor, just won't have that look. Like I said, I'm gonna continuously roll these, and I'm gonna flip these when needed, and then we're gonna take them off, and we'll meet back inside, and we're gonna finish our Mexican corn. All right, everybody, moment you've been waiting for. We got everything off the grill. We got the hot chicken, the mustard chicken, the pineapple, and the corn. Now the last thing to do is just take this corn that just come off the grill. We're gonna take that mix we made earlier, and we're just gonna take a spoon right here. We're just gonna slather it all over the outside of that piece of corn. Slather it on really heavy there. Man, tell you what, that sauce smells delicious with that fresh cilantro and that chili powder in it. Smells wonderful. All right, so we're just gonna put that one piece right there. And then I cut up a little bit of lime as well, and he's squirt a little bit of lime on that piece of corn. All right, looks like we're ready to eat. Let me just grab a fork and a knife here. All right, so let's check that mustard chicken. So it's nice and clear on the inside. It's all white, no pink, which is good. Oh, that's really good. I've been grilling on propane for a long time. I'm just now getting back into charcoal. And that charcoal adds a whole nother flavor to the meat. It's so delicious. Let's try this corn real quick. This was an experiment. Haven't ever made it before. We're gonna try it right now. That is good. That is real good. You're gonna enjoy that. A little bit of lime. You can taste the cilantro in there. A little bit of mayonnaise. It doesn't taste like mayonnaise, so if you're not a big mayonnaise fan, it's more like a ranch. Like a nice ranch with that chili powder and everything in it. That's really, really good. I think that's it for this episode. Join us next time. We're gonna do a 4th of July special. It's gonna be sausage burgers, brats, and hot dogs. Till next time.